Sunlight streamed into Emma's studio, casting a warm glow on the wooden floor and the scattered art supplies. The light seemed to dance, creating a serene atmosphere that was both inspiring and comforting. Emma loved these mornings when the sun would fill her space with its golden embrace, making everything feel alive and vibrant. The salty air carried the scent of the sea, a familiar and soothing aroma that reminded her of simpler times. The gentle breeze that wafted through the open window brought with it the sounds of the ocean, the rhythmic crashing of waves and the distant calls of seagulls. It was a symphony of nature that played in the background of her life, a constant reminder of the beauty that surrounded her. Her brush danced across the canvas, capturing the crashing waves with each stroke. Each movement was deliberate yet fluid, as if she was in a trance, completely absorbed in her work. The ocean had always been her muse, its ever-changing nature providing endless inspiration. She painted not just what she saw, but what she felt. The power, the tranquility, the mystery. The colors swirled, a reflection of her emotions, a mix of contentment and a deep-seated longing. Each hue and shade told a story, a piece of her soul laid bare on the canvas. The vibrant blues and greens spoke of joy and peace, while the deeper, darker tones hinted at a sadness that lingered just beneath the surface. Painting was her way of processing these feelings, of making sense of the world and her place in it. She'd always been drawn to the ocean, its vastness mirroring the depth of her own heart. There was something about the endless horizon that made her feel both insignificant and infinite at the same time. It was a place where she could lose herself and find herself all at once. The ocean was a constant in her life, a source of comfort and inspiration. Emma's thoughts drifted back to Nathan. He had been her anchor, her safe harbor in the stormy seas of life. His presence had brought her a sense of stability and peace that she had never known before. But now he was gone, and all she had were the memories, bittersweet and beautiful. His laughter seemed to echo in the rhythm of the waves, a haunting reminder of the joy they had shared. The sound of the ocean was like a lullaby, soothing yet tinged with a sense of loss. She could almost hear his voice, feel his touch, as if he was still there with her, just out of reach. They had met here, in this very town, their love blossoming like the wildflowers that dotted the cliffs. It had been a whirlwind romance, full of passion and promise. They had spent countless hours walking along the beach, talking about their dreams and plans for the future. The town held so many memories, each corner and street a testament to their love. Nathan, with his sun-kissed hair and eyes the color of the summer sky, had promised her forever. His smile had been infectious, his spirit adventurous. He had a way of making her feel like anything was possible, like they could conquer the world together. But life had a way of throwing curveballs, and their story had taken an unexpected turn. But fate, it seemed, had other plans. The storm that had taken him away had left a void in her heart, a wound that time had yet to heal. As she looked out at the stormy horizon, she felt a mix of sorrow and hope. The ocean, with its endless ebb and flow, reminded her that life goes on and that there is beauty even in the midst of pain. Nathan's career as a marine biologist had taken him far away. He spent countless hours immersed in the mysteries of the ocean, studying marine life and ecosystems. His passion for the sea was undeniable, but it came with a price. The vast expanse of the ocean often mirrored the distance between him and his loved ones. Long nights were spent studying star charts, mapping out his next expedition. The stars became his silent companions, guiding him through the dark nights. Each constellation told a story, a reminder of the dreams he chased and the sacrifices he made. The night sky, vast and unending, was a canvas of his aspirations and the distance he traveled. His voyages stretched across continents, taking him to remote corners of the world. From the icy waters of the Arctic to the warm currents of the Pacific, Nathan's journey was one of discovery and adventure. Each trip added a new chapter to his life, filled with experiences that few could imagine. Yet with every mile he traveled, the longing for home grew stronger. Each letter he sent was a treasure, filled with longing and promises of return. Handwritten words carried his emotions across the miles, bridging the gap between him and Emma. The letters were a lifeline, a way to stay connected despite the physical distance. They spoke of his adventures, his dreams, and his unwavering love for her. Emma poured her own yearning into her paintings, each brushstroke a testament to their enduring bond. Her art was a reflection of her soul, capturing the essence of their love and the pain of their separation. The vibrant colors and intricate details told a story of hope and resilience, a visual diary of their journey together. Years turned into a bittersweet symphony of separation and reunion. The changing seasons marked the passage of time, each one bringing a new chapter in their story. Their goodbyes were always filled with tears and promises, while their reunions were moments of pure joy. The cycle of parting and coming together became a rhythm they learned to live with. Brief visits, filled with stolen kisses and whispered promises, were never enough. Each moment together was cherished, but it always felt too short. The time they spent apart seemed endless, but the love they shared made every reunion worth the wait. Their whispered words were vows of commitment, a promise to hold on no matter the distance. Yet the knowledge that their love existed, unwavering despite the distance, kept them going. It was a beacon of hope, a light that guided them through the darkest times. They found strength in each other, knowing that their bond was unbreakable. The horizon, always just out of reach, was a symbol of their future together. They held on to the hope that one day they would reunite for good. The dream of a life together, free from the constraints of distance, was what kept them moving forward. Each sunrise brought a new day, a new opportunity to get closer to their goal. Their love was a journey, one that they were determined to see through to the end. Emma had tried to move on, to build a life without Nathan by her side. She focused on her art, finding solace in the colors and textures that mirrored her emotions. Yet every sunset seemed to whisper his name, every seashell held the memory of their love. Nathan, too, carried the weight of their separation. The vastness of the ocean, once a source of wonder, now served as a constant reminder of the distance between them. He wrote to Emma of exotic creatures and distant shores, but his words couldn't mask the longing in his heart. One rainy afternoon, while rummaging through an old chest, Emma stumbled upon a photograph. It was them, years ago, standing hand in hand on the beach, their faces radiant with youthful love. A wave of nostalgia washed over her, the years melting away as if they were mere days. The photograph awakened a dormant desire within her. She picked up her brush, her heart pounding with a renewed sense of longing. As the hours melted away, a new painting began to take shape on the canvas, a testament to the enduring power of their love. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, Nathan found himself drawn to a small art gallery. Something in the window display tugged at his heartstrings. It was a painting of a familiar coastline, the brushstrokes imbued with an almost tangible sense of longing. He felt an inexplicable connection to the artwork. Stepping inside, his eyes were drawn to a painting that took his breath away. It was a portrait of a woman, her eyes filled with a familiar love and longing. He recognized the curve of her neck, the way her hair caught the light. It was Emma. The world seemed to fall silent around Nathan as he stared at the painting. It was as if the artist had reached into his very soul and captured the essence of his love for Emma. He felt a surge of hope, a belief that their love might still be rekindled. He had to find her. With renewed determination, Nathan set about tracking down the artist. He inquired with the gallery owner, his heart pounding with anticipation. The name on the information card was indeed Emma's. She was here, in this very city. Without a moment's hesitation, Nathan booked the first flight back to their coastal town. The journey felt like an eternity, his anticipation growing with every passing mile. As the plane touched down, a sense of homecoming washed over him. He raced towards Emma's house, his heart pounding in his chest. Standing at her doorstep, he felt a wave of nervousness. Years had passed, but his love for her remained as strong as ever. He could only hope that she felt the same. The door swung open, revealing Emma. Her eyes widened in shock, her hand flying to her mouth. Time seemed to stand still as they gazed at each other, the years of separation melting away. In that moment, all that mattered was the love that still burned brightly between them. Words failed them as they embraced, the familiar scent of her perfume filling his senses. The embrace was filled with years of unspoken longing, of whispered promises kept alive across the miles. When they finally parted, tears streamed down Emma's face, reflecting the depth of her emotions. Sitting together in Emma's studio, surrounded by the soft glow of candlelight and the scent of fresh paint, they felt a sense of peace that had eluded them for years. The walls were adorned with Emma's artwork, each piece telling a story of their journey, their struggles and their triumphs. They talked through the night, their voices a gentle murmur against the backdrop of the quiet studio. Every word they spoke was a thread weaving together the fabric of their shared history and the dreams they held for the future. They spoke of their hopes, their dreams, and the aspirations that had kept them going even when the world seemed to conspire against them. They imagined a life filled with love, creativity, and endless possibilities. The years they had lost were a painful reminder of the time they could never get back, but they chose to focus on the lessons learned and the strength they had gained. Each memory, whether joyful or sorrowful, had shaped them into the people they were today. And the future they yearned to build together was a beacon of hope, guiding them through the darkest of times. They envisioned a home filled with laughter, a garden where they could grow old together, and a life that was a testament to their enduring love. The distance had tested their love, stretching it thin across miles and time zones. Yet, it had also proven its resilience, showing them that true love could withstand any challenge. When they finally embraced after long separations, the world seemed to melt away, leaving only the two of them. Their love had been tested by time and distance, but it had emerged stronger, more resilient and more beautiful than ever. As the sun rose, casting a warm glow over the sea, they felt a renewed sense of purpose. The dawn of a new day symbolized the fresh start they had been given, a chance to rewrite their story with love and hope. They knew they were right where they were meant to be, standing side by side, ready to face whatever the future held. The sunrise was a promise of new beginnings, a reminder that love could conquer all. Their love story, once threatened by time and distance, had been given a second chance. They had faced countless obstacles, but each one had only strengthened their bond. They had found their way back to each other, their hearts beating in unison once more. The journey had been long and arduous, but it had led them to a place of profound understanding and deep connection. They had found their way back to each other, their love a beacon of hope shining brightly even in the darkest of times. Their story was a testament to the power of love, a reminder that true love never fades. Their love a beacon of hope, proving that true love does indeed endure all obstacles. It was a light that guided them through the storm, a flame that burned brightly even when the world seemed dark, proving that true love does indeed endure all obstacles. Their journey was far from over, but they knew that as long as they had each other, they could face anything. Their love was a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a light that would never be extinguished.